Welcome back, everyone. Today's term to know is freeze. This is a potent but not very expansive mechanic or term that you need to worry about. It's freezing a foundation or an asset. Usually you'll see freezing when it comes to foundations, but a foundation that is frozen does not ready during the next turn's ready step. So let's say it is my turn and I play this Charring Flurry. I can commit and freeze one sealed rival foundation or asset in their stage. So basically, if I'm freezing one rival foundation, and we'll get to sealed at a later video, but to freeze it, I would have to select it that is committed. Technically, I think you can freeze foundations that are not committed, but it's easier to to freeze committed foundations, because then on your rival's next ready step, that foundation will not ready. It stays frozen until the end of your rival's next turn. So basically, to freeze something on your turn means you're denying your rival those resources going into their next turn. Like I said, it's not something you'll see on a lot of cards. It's really kind of just a targeted thing for a few characters, but it is daunting if you can freeze several cards in a turn. If your rival's got 8 foundations and you can freeze 4 of them, they go into their turn with only half of their foundations ready. That's pretty solid, which is probably why you don't see freeze as a mechanic so widely spread. Yeah, but that's pretty simple. A frozen... Now, if it is frozen going into your rival's next turn, after their ready phase, I believe the freeze falls off at the end of their next turn. So that means if the card is not frozen again, it can ready on their next turn after that. That it is the turn after it has been frozen. So I hope that's pretty easy to follow. I feel like I flubbed that line a little bit. But I freeze something of yours on my turn. At your next turn, it will not ready, but on your turn after that, as long as I didn't freeze it again, it will ready after that. And frozen foundations can be readied by effects. So it's only abilities like Lock that says freeze one rival foundation. That foundation cannot ready until the start of your next turn. So that means that frozen card cannot ready even by effects, but frozen cards can be readied by effects. They just don't ready during your ready step. So be careful with that. But in all likelihood, if something's frozen, it's likely just going to remain frozen until the end of the next turn, because there's not a lot of counterplay to freeze right now. So that's all I have to say about freeze. Until next time, class dismissed.